Once you're on round 8 or past it, head over here, and it will force Uber Klaus, to come out. And I recommend upgrading your gun before this part. And you just gotta take out the Uber Klaus the same way you would in recommend. Okay. You will then get the stabilizer chip. Bring the stabilizer chip all the way to Ashwood. Okay, once you're back in Ashwood, head up the zip line over into the sheriff's office and install the chip in the computer. While you wait for it to finish installing, you're going to need 2 stun grenades. So what I recommend doing is coming up over here, go over to the crafting table that's over there, and get yourself two stuns. Then head back over and just take the zipline back, and then you have to throw the 2 stuns at Klaus in very quick succession. Otherwise you'll just end up wasting a bunch of stuns, and that's not fun. Aim about right here and then hit 2 stuns. Let's see, he begins to wake up, and we have to bring him to the Cosmodrome. Once you get here to the Cosmodrome, open this door. Be another door to open down here, I'm pretty sure. Yep, right here. And then bring Klaus, put him right here next to this broken console. He'll smash it in, hopefully not killing your last zombie like you did with me. And then you hold it to interact with it, and you have to stand in the scanner space. So just stand in the scanner space, kill zombies. You know, don't die. That sort of deal. And then, when it's done, you have to grab the ether canister. Then you get into Tessie. Head on back to Ashwood this stuff. I saw people going and doing all the containers in the same go. I think it's just safer for at least this container. Just bring it over to farm just this container. So it just is a bit easier and safer. Now, you could head down there and deposit it immediately, but what I'm gonna do is quickly grab this one and put the first 2 in together. And you deposit the canister into the cube. And that's 2 out of 3. Now the last one's in Blackwater. Drive on over to Blackwater. And you can either do what I'm doing, go this way, and head back to spawn and then go to Blackwater, or you can head over to Ashwood and then back to Blackwater. Either way works. Either way you have to go to one stop and then another stop. Now when you head over to Blackwater, you just want to do the same thing we did at the other 2 spots. Put in the canister right here. And again, you don't have to kill any zombies, you can just train them up, so you could do this entire step with no ammo even, honestly. Okay. So that's just future thinking. Now what we have to do is you have to have enough money to hit the jump pad twice, because you have to go back to spawn. You have to take the jump pad to spawn, then you have to take the jump pad back. So now make sure you're looking towards Janus Towers and look for the symbols on top. So I have an open circle, a triangle, and then a circle with like a dot in the center of it. And this is the whole reason I say go to spawn, is you can just come back over to Vandor Farm and get a second look at the symbols to make sure you get all of them. There's a triangle, a normal circle with a little bit of a dash in it, and then a target with a dot in the center. So you're gonna come over here, and interact with it. So I got triangle, that squiggly dot with a circle on the side. There you go, put that in. That's my symbols. So I'm gonna just take a second to get down to last zombie, and I'll meet you back down there. Okay, now that I'm down to last zombie, you put in your symbols, interact with the eye to confirm it, and then you will get the wonder weapon. And what you're gonna do here is you're gonna have to shoot a bunch of orbs around the room, and then press the reload button so it gives you back the orbs. I just wanted to explain that before I did it so it makes a bit more sense. So you're trapped in this incantation, and you have to look around. As you see, it says spike recall is X. So you shoot into it, and then you reload, and it gives you the orbs. And then after you do that, boom, you're out. You have the wonder weapon. There is 2 key things I forgot to mention about this wonder weapon. Once you get it, you can pack-a-punch it, and when you do so, you will get another ability for it called Spike Overload. Spike Recall is just sending the spikes out and then recalling them back to your gun. Spike Overload, you actually blow up the spikes that you've sent out. And when you blow them up, it does a massive amount of damage to specifically bear. And also on the final boss, it will do a bit more damage than your base shot. The base shot will do about 800 to 900 to the boss. When you explode it, it does about 2250 to the boss. The other very cool thing about this wonder weapon that's worth noting is, as you'll see here, if I shoot zombies or even shoot on the ground next to a zombie, and then I recall the shot by reloading, I will get extra health. So not only can you use it to heal, you can use this to overcharge your health. So as you can see, I'm already at 300 health. I'll kill a few zombies. I'll reload, and it gives me back health. Even more than the max amount, which is 250. You can get all the way up to 350 health. And another thing worth noting is, even if you don't have Jug, you can get yourself up to 250 health by using the wonder weapon. Now you might be wondering, a bit of an important question, is this thing good for high rounding? And my answer is yes, because if you use it the way I am here in this video, as you can see, you get a lot more comfortability in the high rounds because you get a lot of extra hits. You get like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 extra hits just from boosting your health up to 350. And if you want the rounds to go quicker, you could just fire a few bolts on the ground or bolts into the zombies themselves, and then hit the aim down sight button. Because what I'm doing is I'm pressing the reload button to get a bunch of health back. If you press the aim down sight button, you'll still get health back from killing the zombies, but you'll get a little bit less than if you were to recall your shot, take back in the bullet from the zombie you killed, and also kill more zombies as the bullet comes towards you. As opposed to exploding the bullet, you would only get 1 or 2 zombies worth. When you recall the bullet, you get the zombie you killed and whatever zombies it hits on the way over. So for high rounding, I would maybe mix it up a bit, do a bit of both. But as you can see, I'm safely and securely reloading here and getting all the, not only kills, but health and loot. Because when you recall the bullets, it can grab loot. As you can see, I just got an armor plate from doing that, but it can also grab power-ups, which is a very cool feature. As you saw there, I dragged some essence over as well. You can grab anything with it. It's really, really cool to be able to grab max ammos that are stuck a bit far away. I can just fire a bolt over, recall it, and it'll bring the max ammo over to me. And another question you might have is it good against bears? If I go back a little bit in the video, you can see round 42, I'm going up against the bear, and it's really not an issue against the bear, whether you hit the critical points or not. And what I recommend doing on the bear that I'm not doing here is explode it with the aim down sight button, and it will get rid of the bear very, very quickly. I did not know about that when I was playing at this point, but if you shoot a bear with the bullets, then explode it, it's going to do way more damage than as opposed to if you weren't going to explode it. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my guide on how to get the free wonder weapon on Ashes of the Damned. I wanted my guide to stick out a little bit. This is not only my first guide I've ever done on the channel, but I've always thought that it would help at the end of the guides if they showed off the Wonder Weapon a little bit. So I wanted to add a little part of me using the Wonder Weapon on high rounds and explaining how the Wonder Weapon works with the recall feature and the overloading the bullet feature that you get once you pack a punch it. I just felt like it would help a little bit to add some context to this weapon and explain its features with the overloading shots to explode it and then recalling shots that really helps to give you back your health and get little bits of extra health like you see currently. It definitely helps in the boss fight to recall shots and get up to 350 from just training them up a bit and then laying some other shots into the boss and then overloading it to deal extra damage to the boss. There's just a lot of cool stuff with this Wonder Weapon, and I thought it would help people a little bit just to show how it works, so that when you pick it up and have it in your hand, you'll feel a bit more confident with it as opposed to just shooting it at the zombies and being like, hey, this thing's not that good, like what do I do with it? It should make a bit more sense now when you do the free Wonder Weapon, how it works. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the guide, and yeah, have a good night or day.